I was young, healthy, active, non-smoking, non-drinking, normal cholesterol man, just like this guy. Okay, maybe not just like this guy, but I had no risk factors. Stroke was so far from my mind, it didn't even register on my things to be concerned about. And yet it happened. In a moment, my life and the life of my wife and kids changed. I went from confident, master of my universe, to that guy. March 27th, 2008 was a great day for me. I turned 51 the day before, and I just closed a big deal, bringing me over my goal for the quarter. After work, I played squash for an hour, went home, had a fantastic dinner, and spoke to my family about a short vacation that was coming up. Can you relate to the picture I'm painting? I didn't think life could get much better. We felt we had the most important things to a happy life. We had close friends. We came from happy families. Our house was filled with laughter. And we knew that God had blessed us with many gifts. I went to bed that night, happy, healthy, and without the slightest inkling that every part of our lives was about to be put to the test in a dramatic way. I was told I was surrounded by doctors when my wife arrived at the hospital. They told her I was having a stroke. See those white spots on the scans? Those spots are dying brain. Be happy you don't have that. Both my carotid arteries had dissected here and here. Think of a plastic straw that has bent and cracked, and you'll have a general idea what a dissected artery looks like. All those cracks formed blood clots and sent them to my brain. The neurosurgeons decided to try a clot retrieval. They were very clear that the outcome was unknown.
And I can't even remember everything that she said to me, but she was saying that, I need you to be thinking about decisions that you may have to make, depending on how the surgery goes. And she would say, and she said some different things that had this implication that it was going to be, do I pull the plug or do I not pull the plug, is really what the implication was. Am I going to be the one that has to decide if my husband lives or not? I didn't realize, I was really thinking more about life or death. I wasn't really thinking about organ donation. I was thinking more that she's going to ask me to pull the plug. Well, Rachel said to me after the lady left and things kind of calmed down, she goes, Mom, what are you going to do? Thinking, oh, my 14-year-old girl has to ask me if I'm going to pull the plug on my husband. And I said to her, what do you think Dad would want? And she said, if he's going to be stuck in a bed, she said, I don't think he wants to live that way. And I said, I think you're right. I said, and that's all we talked about.
When Jill came into the room, I started to vaguely remember, but as if I was seeing her for the very first time. I've forgotten a lot of things, but I won't forget that moment. I thought, she was absolutely beautiful. Way to go me, I thought. I soon realized that no sensible person climbs mountains by themselves. My Everest was also Jill's Everest. My challenges were no more daunting than hers. Mine were physical and intellectual. Hers were emotional and practical. But we were in it together. For hours, day after day, week after week, month after month, and year after year, we worked as a team, going through the exercises left by my therapists. Nothing came back on its own. Each success had to be earned. We celebrated the tiniest improvements and encouraged each other through the dry spells. Falling down is painful. Getting back up changes you. As I stand up once again and look in the mirror, I see a very different person. I see a man who has more compassion and less judgment, less swagger and more humility. I see a man blessed with a family who loves him, no matter what he looks like or sounds like. I surrounded with tried true friends who are cheering for me to succeed. I feel joy in the morning and thankfulness in the evening. Who can fail who has these things?